It's your girl, the Grown Woman Gamer, and today I'm coming at you to talk about the Memphis Grizzlies Minnesota Timberwolves series. But before I get into that, subscribe to the channel, support your girl. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I truly appreciate your support for my channel. The Grizzlies Timberwolves series has been very exciting to watch, especially in the fourth quarter. Like the Nets Celtics series, this series features tremendous young talents that are on their way to becoming definitive superstars in the NBA. Ja Morant is an exhilarating player to watch. He plays with confidence and swagger, and athletically, he is able to do things that are gripping to watch. In last night's game, he had a dunk over Malik Beasley that was, to put it in the announcer's words, a jawbreaker. And by the way, that was very cute. There are other great up-and-coming talents on the Grizzlies as well. Jaren Jackson, Dillon Brooks, Desmond Bane, and Brendan Clark. These young fellas play with passion and intensity, and they don't give up until the last whistle blows. On the Minnesota Timberwolves side, you also have some great blossoming talent. Of course, we have Anthony Edwards, who despite only being in his sophomore year, plays with the courage of an experienced veteran. The way he stepped into that shot last night that helped keep the Timberwolves in the game, as young as he is, he's clearly not afraid of the moment. And of course, we cannot forget about Karl Anthony Towns and D'Angelo Russell. Towns, in my opinion, is extremely versatile on offense and very capable of helping a team like the Minnesota Timberwolves win games. He has improved his shooting, and he's overcome a lot, both personally and professionally, to be in a situation with this fantastic opportunity to beat a number 2 seed and go on to play the Golden State Warriors in the next round. Still, watching this series, I see a lot of sloppy basketball on both sides. I see a lot of youthful errors made on both sides. For example, in the play where Ja Morant won the game, Anthony Edwards overcommitted on defense and went for a steal off the inbounds pass, with only seconds left on the clock and the game tied at 109 points. A more seasoned or experienced veteran would know that going for a steal in this situation would be a huge gamble, because if you don't make the steal, you're leaving Ja Morant with a clear path to the basket, a player who is already extremely successful at beating people off the dribble, especially when driving to the left. So lo and behold, what does Ja Morant do? He realizes that there is no defender in front of him, he drives hard to the left, and he scored a game-winning basket. I also really wish that Karl Anthony Towns would let the game come to him a bit more. He has such a size advantage against all of the players on the Grizzlies roster, and I'm not just talking about his height, I'm also referring to how much bigger he is than most of the Grizzlies players as far as his girth. And if he slows down just a little bit, takes more time to read the defenses that they're throwing at him, he would probably find some openings in the offense for other players on the team like D'Angelo Russell and Anthony Edwards. Karl Anthony Towns has become a somewhat predictable player to guard, and it shouldn't be that way because he's been in the league for 7 years. He's experienced a lot of defenses coming at him, because let's not discount the fact that Karl Anthony Towns is a problem on offense. He can beat you in the paint, he has a decent mid-range game, and he can shoot from behind the three-point line. So teams are coming into games knowing that Karl Anthony Towns has to be addressed, but sometimes poor decision-making and a lack of poise, patience, and awareness makes it a lot easier for defenses to handle Karl Anthony Towns than it should be. I am also surprised by the inconsistent play of D'Angelo Russell. Up until now, I've viewed him as a player that you could count on in critical basketball situations to have a level head and make good decisions. The Memphis Grizzlies have done a fantastic job of taking him out of this series, and he hasn't really been much of a factor at all. Lastly, I just don't understand how the Minnesota Timberwolves don't try to force Ja Morant to go right, because he favors his left a lot. He is constantly looking to go left, and while I'm sure he can create going to the right, that's not where he's most comfortable, so that is where the Minnesota Timberwolves should be pushing him when they're on defense. Despite Ja making that three-pointer late in the fourth quarter, I would also dare Ja Morant to take more jump shots. I'm not saying that Ja Morant won't make some of these shots, but this is not where he's most comfortable. And again, the point of precision defense is to force a great player to be successful in a more uncomfortable circumstance or in a less ideal circumstance than they would like to be in. And don't get me wrong, great players are going to beat you even when you think you're doing everything to take them out of their game. But no player is perfect, and all players have weaknesses, and forcing Ja Morant to shoot more and to go right would be my advice to anyone that's defending him. Finally, I will say this. I am so excited about basketball right now because there are so many teams that are a part of the conversation that have not been in years. I am very curious to see what the outcome will be in this particular series and others, and we're expecting so much exhilarating play from these young players. I'm also thinking more about what could occur if either of these teams end up meeting the Golden State Warriors in the next round, and we'll definitely be talking more about that later once this series concludes. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Do you think the Memphis Grizzlies or the Minnesota Timberwolves will ultimately pull the series out? What adjustments would you make if you were the Minnesota Timberwolves? And which of these teams do you think has a better chance to beat Golden State in the next round? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, comment whether you agree with me or not, and don't forget to share if you care. I'm out.